Reset by Design Wellness. You did it again. You did it again. We had so much fun. We doing it for the gram, the Bali swing, beach day clubs, checking out the bamboo forest, going to one of the local spas, beautiful local spas, jumping into a pool covered in flowers, floating breakfast. We did it all, and we had an amazing time doing it together. And that's all because of the space that Reset by Design Wellness creates for us. You not only will feel safe physically, but you, more importantly, I feel like, will feel safe mentally and emotionally, which is really the whole reason that we're going on the retreat, is to relax, relate, release, reset, and just essentially come back home refreshed and renewed and ready to take on whatever it is that life is throwing at us. But aside from walking away with tools from the workshops in order to, work on the issues that you may have going on in your personal life, you also walk away with a new community, and you walk away with these women who all are just genuinely trying to support each other. Nobody wants anything from the other aside from a listening ear, perhaps, someone to offer a shoulder to cry on, someone to laugh with, someone to just experience new things with. You walk away with community when you go on a Reset by Design Wellness retreat. So anybody out there, any woman out there who is thinking about going, just go.
Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Halloween, everybody, what's going on? Girl, I'm back. Okay, how are y'all doing on this Good Friday? It's Halloween, girl. I'm excited about it. I'm not even doing anything. The only thing that I plan to do today, okay, is strictly business. Now that we're grown, okay. So I hope you guys will come and join me at 2:30 for that. But I decided I wanted to come and give y'all a little, who shot who, okay. When it comes to the blogs, girl, it's been a lot going on with the blogs. Hi y'all. Girl, I was so bugged up. I'm not even gonna lie. I hate that TikTok be getting me. Like TikTok be getting me sometimes, y'all. Sometimes I be on there. I'm like, I'm not trying to buy nothing. I'm looking for other shit to talk about, content. What's going on? And then they keep showing me this. And like, this is Tiana. This is the Tiana Disney cup. Okay. And the reason why, like, first of all, as a black girl growing up in the 90s with American Girl dolls, whatever you buy, you have to get the black one first. Okay. You have to get the black one first. And even though I am obsessed, and I do mean obsessed with the Little Mermaid, I had to get Tiana first. Also, because Tiana is based off of Leah Chase, who, when I was working as a journalist, when I was working in the news business, I had the pleasure of interviewing. And, the lady just was so sweet. And she looks at me and she was like, I'm so proud of you. And, I would get that reaction sometimes from, elder Black women because there weren't a lot of Black women in photography in the city. So when they would see us, they always wanted to let us know that they were proud and it was good to see us in that field. So it means it's to me, bitch. Okay, like it's personal for me to have Tiana stuff. Okay, because the character is based off of Leah Chase. But yeah, and it's real pretty, y'all. I'm low key obsessed. I want to get the big one, but I'm trying to chill because I just been like, why? Like you get paid, and then all of a sudden, everything that you ever wanted to buy, like, girl, stop. Like, girl, stop. Anyway, you guys, we got some stuff to talk about today. It's a lot going on. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I didn't prepare for this show the way I normally do, which is like I go through my stuff and you know, kind of pull out and dictate what I'm gonna talk about that day. Um, okay. So I didn't do that today because I didn't know if I was gonna come up here or not. Um, but now that I'm up here, girl, let's get into some things. Now, I'm saying that to preface the fact that shit probably gonna be out of order, and that's what I mean. Like I normally put things together, in a way, you know, for the shit to be in order. It makes sense. It flows. I don't think I'm gonna be able to give y'all that on this good day. Um, so let's get into it. I want to start. I want to start here. Y'all aren't the little Halloween shit cute? Isn't it cute? Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me. What's another one I can use? They give you a little package this today when I got in StreamYard, and you could just kind of pick one. Isn't that cute? Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's cute. Um. Okay. Ooh. Not y'all saying Jasmine Sullivan has a BBL. I saw her, but it didn't look like a BBL. I saw her performing and everybody was talking about how good she looked, but it didn't look like no BBL to me. But I was seeing her from the front, so I don't know. Did she say it was a BBL? I'm gonna pray for her because sometimes the BBLs work out fine for the girls, and a lot of times they don't. Girl, the booty look real bad. Oh no, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Nobody sent it to me. Did somebody put it in the Discord or something? Did somebody put it in the Discord for me? Because other than that, girl, I don't know what to tell you. I'm in BondyBlue stories. I really want to make like y'all not gonna follow the rules anyway. So what's the point of me? Because I was like, I want y'all to put the stories y'all want me to talk about in BBS stories. And you know, I see some conversation about the things. That's fine. But like, I wanted all of the stories people wanted me to talk about to be in there. Anyway, I missed some parts of this story. And so I wanted to bring it back up. Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion. Now, I didn't know, okay? I didn't realize this. She was at a basketball game that Megan Thee Stallion was also at. I don't know why I haven't seen any pictures of Megan Thee Stallion at this basketball game. But apparently, Meg was at this game rooting for Clay. And Glorilla was at this game rooting for her boyfriend who was playing against Clay. So I don't even know who Glorilla's boyfriend is, bitch. I don't even know who that person might be. So I'm gonna take it over. Let me see if I can find some information about this. Brandon Ingram, the Raptors. Okay. So apparently she didn't go. I don't know if she went to the Memphis game or not, but she made sure to come to the Dallas game where so now when we see this, right? Why is it stuck? Like why? Why must we act like that?
Take them out.
Okay. So at this point, now it's making more sense to me. It's making more sense to me. Like, why all that? And it might have been because Megan Thee Stallion wasn't too far away and you want it to be seen. And so I know everybody wants to make it seem like, you know, once again, Megan Thee Stallion is getting into it with somebody, but I feel like I don't think that means anything about Meg. I don't think that means anything about Meg. I think the industry is full of weird ass, fake ass, phony ass people. Life in general. Like, I'm sorry, but a lot of y'all parents be raising some, you know, bitch ass bitches and some hoe ass hoes. You know what I'm saying? And some bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of bitch ass niggas. Okay. So essentially, like, I feel like it's not weird for a person to have relationships and they continuously, you know, Like, do whatever this is, girl. Fall out. They all fall out. Win it all. And that's why when it all falls down, I'm telling you, love falls down. Listen, they was like, he not gonna help her. He looked like he was about to help her. So now, when she fumbled and slipped and fell on the court, it now feels like, all of this might have been slight karma. Bitch, slight karmarization, because what is going on here? Like, why all this? Why all this, girl? Why all this? And I feel like I've seen other people's commentary. Okay, shout out to my girl Ashley, right? Ashley Shot Miller. A lot of people think that this is something that's being drugged up from the fans. And I'm here to tell y'all, that's not what it's given. So, okay. Now it makes sense.
By the criticism and the backlash that Megan and Glow are facing after this Mavericks and Raptors game. Some people even accuse Glow of destiny swapping, attempting to destiny swap with Megan because of Brandon Ingram. Now, Glow was caught at the game screaming and shouting, saying, that's my man, da 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 da. And Megan was there too to support Klay Thompson, obviously, and they play on two separate teams. But the thing is that people are a little perplexed because they're like, look how y'all are acting about your man. But in your music, you saying how much you don't need one. You saying how much a man don't, serve you no purpose. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I really feel like,
what's your point? I'm gonna let her finish, because I'm like, I don't see the problem.
Glow catches more flack than Megan because, let's be honest, this is not me saying this, but a lot of people don't feel like Glow is conventionally attractive. A lot of people on Twitter.
Oh, so you think that we blaming Glow for this because she's ugly? Is that the proposed idea here? Yeah, I just pulled up this video because it showed both of them at the game, and I wanted to see video of both of them at the game. I don't agree with this commentator's commentary on the situation. I think Glow definitely fits an archetype of a weird bitch at this point. And I don't see Megan actually doing anything. I see you posting Tory Lane shit. What here my one sided
Hey
beef.
horse, the one-sided
Yes. I liked her. Hi horse.
beef that Glow has with Megan Thee Stallion continues. So she is currently being dragged on Twitter because she brought EJ, which is, Megan Thee Stallion's former stylist, which if that's your friend,
Right.
why
Another weird thing. The fuck?
you hooking up with the enemy, right? Glow took it upon herself to bring EJ to the game where her man was playing. And people thought that was weird because if y'all know anything about Megan Thee Stallion and Killon, which is her best friend / hairstylist, her and Killon go everywhere together, even the basketball games. So the girls on Twitter saw putting two and two together and was like, damn, she got her own Killon in it. But he responded and said, you ain't no Killon. But y'all know Cardi B said this to Armand Wiggins. If you know, right? Now here go Glow being messy. Pay attention. Someone posted this on Twitter and it says, we all know she started being bitter after she was outsold by Glorilla. Just so crazy because what does Megan Thee Stallion have to be bitter about? She's Megan Thee Stallion. But whatever, Glorilla liked this, right? Being funny. And the person even showed a screen recording that this is her.
Right. To show that it was all real and everything. Yeah, hold up. Was there more?
Now here go Glow being messy. Pay attention. Someone posted this on Twitter and it says, we all know she started being bitter after she was outsold by Glorilla. Just so crazy because what does Megan Thee Stallion have to be bitter about? She's Megan Thing. That this is her actual page and that they're trying. And then now here go.
Big Glow, let's take them to
What you know about me? First of all, we're all sad about this, okay? I didn't, y'all, when I was watching this shit, I did not realize they were at the same game. I didn't realize they was at the same game. It was going on at the same time. This is some messy ass shit. Okay. So I'm just going to tell y'all right now, I'm on Meg's side. You can call me biased. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, I don't care. Essentially, Glow is being weird as fuck. And I've seen and been around weird bitches like this. So this is not surprising to me. Glorilla is not ugly. Okay. Let's be very clear. All it takes is money and makeup. All it takes is money and makeup at the end of the day. But I don't like the fact that y'all do this thing where, oh, bitch got a big nose, not they ugly or something like that. No, bitch, I'm cute. Okay? I'm very, very cute, bitch. That's why you worrying about me right now. That's why you all in my face right now. I'm very, very cute, bitch. Okay? You know, if I was Glow, that's how I would feel. Okay? But I feel like Glorilla's like level up at this time is coming from her association with Megan Thee Stallion, watching how Megan was moving. And Megan was moving this way naturally. This is the progression that Megan was taking all on her own. I also don't think that there's anything wrong with the fact that Meg wanted to link up with her. Of course, you know, we blame the victim. You shouldn't have never been trying to be friends with her. The fuck? What? Why not? We all like Glow. We all like Glow. Why wouldn't we want them to link up? We like the music they came out with. I mean, what you talking about? I still like the songs that they did together. Them being beefed out over whatever they beefed out over, you know, the girl, what? That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I don't care about that. I want y'all to make the music. I want y'all to collab. And if you can't remain friends after you did the collab, so the fuck what? We still have the music. Ha, look. That don't make no sense. Ha, look. It's a great song. Okay. So yeah, I don't agree. I feel like it was cool for when it was cool. Now it's not cool no more. Now we can move on to whatever's next. Okay. But you know, yeah, it does seem like Glow is being weird. Like it seemed like you're being weird. That's all. Like you trying to steal a stilo, bitch. Do you want to walk in the footsteps, motherfucker? Like what's going on? And that's why you tripped and fell at the store because you was out here, you know. That wasn't right. That wasn't what you should have been doing, bitch. But then this, okay. So I saw somebody break down that it's one of the white girls I watch on TikTok all the time, and I think Erica De Niro reposted it this morning, but I saw her video, and it was basically saying that she's not centering her man in the music the way I felt like she was, okay, because there were some parts. You guys, I'm sorry. I have to go and get my ghetto ass dog. She's outside barking like she can't just sit on the back porch until I'm done. Like, why is she this way? Okay, can you guys just give me 1 second? You know, like support the channel or whatever.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Send me money. All right, y'all. So I felt like Meg was being just a tad, you know, like just a tad bit of a pick, you know, just a tad bit of a pick. Okay. And that's just because, you know, whenever you post your man too much, right? Y'all saw that article that came out, like, I forgot whose magazine that was in. Some reputable okay, source, but still, you know, just a think piece on, is it embarrassing to have a boyfriend nowadays? Let me see if I can find it. Is in vogue. Thank you. Is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? Right? And I don't have to read it to know that it all boils down to the fact that you will, in fact, humiliate me at some point. You will do something at some point to humiliate me, which is why we like for y'all to keep shit on the low. You know, just chill. Just chill, girl. Once again, have a tad bit of stoicism when it comes to your relationships. And the only reason I say that is because you have to stay balanced in it. Because the moments where you go like so dizzy, girl, you know, oh, I'm in love, you know, like, yes, you have these moments. Please do not get me wrong. But you have to stay balanced, because if you have too many of the moments, you go so far into the love of them, like it is very hard not to naturally lose yourself in the process of that. So that's why I feel like now that I am older and I understand this a little bit better, that the most love I can show you is by how I care for you, how I respect you, all of that. But essentially, it is in the private moments. You know what I'm saying? The most love that you're really going to get is in private moments, because that's when I feel the safest to do so. You feel me? And I don't understand, like, and it might just be me, and that's fine. I'm okay with it just being me. But there's a level of cringe that I get when I see women on social media do too much for men. And that's just because I feel like there's an overall generalized concept that women are supposed to be being servants and always in servitude to a man, as if just being a woman with a vagina is not immaculate within itself. And a lot of people don't want to admit that. Now, yes, if you're not a clean person, like, you can degrade your vagina value by the type of person you are. Absolutely. But essentially, any just, you know, regular good woman standing next to any regular basic ass dude, she is automatically offering him more value by simply standing next to him. Because when men stand alone, they look dangerous. But when they're standing next to a woman, they look like somebody wants them. They look like they have to have something that somebody is attracted to. Sometimes we don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know, because y'all know I post but I feel like my nigga has worked for this level of, you know, what I'm giving here. But there's still like a level of like, chill out, bro. Like, ain't nobody about to be out here doing all of this weird shit. Y'all be online like performing servitude to men or babying men in a way that I find cringy, right? And it is because I've seen how once you play into that role, it is unsustainable. And over time, they will still expect you to be doing some of these things. And it's just like, hold up. Like, stop. Okay. Like, don't get too far where you think, you know, your mind get fucked up on what you think this is. And a lot of men are like bigging you up so that they can get you into a situation where you feel comfortable being a servant. Like, that's just what it is. And I just feel like, you know, you got to be careful, and especially how you showcase these niggas on the internet. That's just how I feel. I don't care. Now when it comes to Clay, he seems like chill enough to not cause any issues for real, but you got a white mom. J. Cole is like one of the only people we give like the, hey, that's a good example. But like a lot of the times, dudes who have white moms like come with a lot of like they be baby, they be whan, they whine. Like, I'm sorry, because that's what Karens do. They whine and complain, and they want to be babied all of the time. And you know, I just kind of feel like I've seen some of that shit with her and him online. And so by the time I got to the song, J. Cole the same. By the time I got to the song, I already had all of the my man, my baby. I'm cooking for him. I'm feeding him like he's a fucking baby. Like, I'm making sure his head is like on my titty in the frame while I'm doing all of this. And it's just like, ugh. Like, all right, girl, you know, I get it. Yes. But anytime somebody like wants to be baby too much to me, like that's like that's not attractive to me. But that's just me personally. That's just my opinion, you know. But it seems as if they got a house together and, you know, calling her his last name and all of that. And I'm just like, okay, so we're already going down the wrong path. Let me tell you something, Megan. I hope you hear this. And I'm saying this as an older auntie that, like, genuinely, I don't need to know you to care, okay? Because I just know what happens. And I know what this look like, and I know how things go, you know, and everything could work out great. It could. But at the end of the day, I need for women to start recognizing when your name carries weight, so you don't need to change it in order to be with this person. Okay? Like Megan Pete, okay? It is a name. is the name. Megan Pete is the name. That's the name, girl. The name don't need to be Megan Pete Thompson or Megan Thompson. That sound basic as fuck. Why would you turn yourself into a basic bitch by changing your name to, oh, and that's no disrespect to the Thompson people, but you know what I'm saying. Your name is Megan Pete. That's a name. Don't you change your name to no damn Megan Thompson. Chill out. And yes, another thing, I don't care how long they've been together. It's too fucking fast for me. I know, y'all. I don't have a fake parasocial relationship, okay? I know these people are going to do whatever the fuck they want to do regardless of what I say or not, but I am going to do my commentary on it for the young girls out there that, you know, you see these things and you want to romanticize it, but I just want you to remember that most niggas are the same. And you have to understand that. And when you understand that, you realize how even the best niggas are going to fall into the pitfalls that basic niggas fall into. And you have to be the type of woman to check it and to navigate, which is why them leading is ridiculous. I know a lot of y'all don't like to hear that. That's bullshit. Nobody should have never told y'all that niggas should be leading y'all, because now niggas be online saying that shit, and it's like you don't have a degree, you don't read books, you don't know anything about anything, but you think you should be leading somebody just because you have a penis. It doesn't make sense. But they go and repeat this shit all over the place and actually carry a sense of entitlement that that's how it's supposed to be, forgetting that at one point in time, men had to be a certain level of responsible in order to even have families. Like, in my mind, men that held down stable jobs, that got educations, that cared about how they carried themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you go to a bar, you get fucked up, you cheat on your wife, but you do it in private. Okay? And you take your ass home. There are ways, bruh. There were so many ways that niggas was being ain't shit, but as long as they can keep these certain things in place, it would all roll. Y'all don't even do that now. Y'all have no concept of what it means to actually try to progress as a person. Like, all you think you can do is play ball, rap, or sell drugs. Like, a lot of these men that I'm talking about, the ones that I hear online, they work regular jobs, but they still think of themselves in their mind like a character on a TV show or a movie that is not really jiving with their actual reality. Yes, and she is dating that's why it's like, we're all just observing what she's going through. So none of this is like an actual judgment, but I have to talk what I know. I have to talk what I know. And you have to make sure, by having a level of stoicism about you, because men will try to make you prove yourself when you're already giving them so much, and they will still feel like you need to prove something to them. And that's why I feel like more often than not, they the ones that fall short. So you need to be the one that has the mentality the nigga need to prove something to you. And even after he's improved it over and over again, the nigga is you still got to be proving it. Because anytime you think you about to fall off and regress and all of this, I'm going to remind you, I'm not taking that shit. You have to have this level of I don't give a fuck about you. And I'm not saying I don't give a fuck about the person. I mean, like, you have to have that level of I don't give a fuck about who you are, so that you don't let people manipulate you. Because men have learned, men naturally try to emotionally manipulate women. That's why I don't like all this this coddling shit. Right? So you would a snot-nosed biracial boy that got a white mama. I'm sorry, y'all. That's a lot. Like, even the way his shit go up, like it give like, snotty nosed kid on some shit. And I think when I see him in videos, he seems very cool, very sweet guy. So I can see that you're not, but I don't trust it. Okay. Yeah, you can't let them get too comfortable. But they apparently have bought a house together. And you know what? That's great. That's fantastic. I hope that continues to work out great for Meg, because I think Meg deserves to be happy. I think everybody deserves to be happy, but Meg has been through a lot. So I want Meg to have something. I want her to have somebody. Like, I want her to be loved and all of that. So I'm happy that she's in this era, but I just want her to keep in mind the statistics. Keep in mind what is generally the fuck be going on. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it in mind, girl. But the white girl who did her breakdown was saying that she felt like Meg was saying the only reason she loves Clay is because of the way he loves her. And I accept that. Like, He's my man, my baby, because he's dicking me down and driving me crazy, right? Spoiling me, driving me crazy. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. I'm not doing it for nothing. But a house together so quickly, might be marriage real quickly. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Meg is lonely. And I think it's a lonely position to be in anyway. And to want love, to want to build family, to want to create something, you'll put on blinders. You'll put on blinders in order to have closeness when you don't have it. I don't know why people, when they talk about this with Meg, calling her a fucking social climber and all of that weird shit. I don't get that. I feel like, are we really going to act like Megan is not a human being like everybody else and probably is searching for community and connection because all the people she had it with are gone? Like, I don't like the way people talk about it is just extremely annoying to me. Like every time, oh, she wants to, y'all talk about it like she's wrong for wanting friends or wanting to create relationships with people. Like, I don't get it. Like, what do y'all want people to do out here? It's very weird. Anyway, so then this came out. Klay Thompson's ex-girlfriend, Hannah Stocking. Hannah is appalled that Klay is so public with his new girlfriend, Megan Thee Stallion. Aren't you though? Aren't you though? Y'all all do this. Y'all white girls can't take it. Not all the white girls, obviously, but whenever there's a white girl that was with a black guy and was feeling like she was that bitch because she was with a black guy, and then he gets with a black girl, they be so mad. They be so mad. I thought you didn't like her kind. That's how they be. I thought you were one of the good ones, Klay. I thought I could take you seriously. But now you're out with Megan Thee Stallion, who's always like clapping her ass cheeks everywhere. Oh my God. That's who you brought home to your mom? That's who you're putting on your social media? Really? The black girl? That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. Oh, I'm gonna tell you. Hannah speaks out saying that Klay never wanted to be super public with her. The more she pushed to be public made him distant. You know why? Because it made it seem like you wanting it to be public meant that you want to use him as a trophy. Like it probably would make him feel like he didn't know if you really liked him or you just liked the fact that you was with a biracial guy that played basketball. I am more than sure that he is used to finding out that the only reason somebody likes him is because they want to make daddy mad in their mind. And a biracial boy, even with a white mom, is a safe bet to piss off daddy, but still not go too far into the Negroes. So I bet you he didn't want to really put this shit out there out loud because he didn't really trust you. And the more you push for public, the more he felt like you weren't really there for him. You're there so you know we can be on red carpets together. You want the image of what it means to be with me. But yeah, I'm sure that's how he felt about it. And I think that he probably likes the fact that Megan probably gets it because Megan is already famous. He knows he's not going to have to worry about her being with him because he's famous. No, she's more famous than him. We didn't know him. Like, I love the trend I see where the women are like, my man think I don't know basketball or football. And then you just start naming all of the women's men that play the sport. Megan's man, Glow's man. Listen, I love that. Like, because the truth of the matter is some of these niggas like, yeah, y'all are good at a sport. Congratulations. But you have no personality. You're not interesting on your own. And sometimes if you are interesting on your own, you're a complete and utter fucking asshole. And nobody wants to deal with that. You're exhausting, right? Like, girl, when I tell you the people, like the men that you really like, when you find out they're the fucking worst, it's so many men that I feel like I grew up having crushes on that I feel like I found out they really are the worst. Like, why? Like, I had a crush on Ray J when I was a kid. And I feel like you can allow me to have a crush on Ray J as a kid because we were both kids. Okay. He was a kid. I was a kid. It was okay for me to have a crush on Ray J in the 90s when he's in the video. Okay. He was cute. The nigga, he looked just like a little lesbian. This is how you know what I was gonna grow up to be into. Soft face ass nigga with like the little baby hair right here and shit. Okay. I had a crush on who else was terrible, turned into a terrible human being. It's so many of them. I was thinking about somebody else besides Ray J a second ago and I lost it. Oh, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, my guy. When I found the first of all, we will argue forever over Amber Heard's situation. Even if y'all want to act like Amber was wrong, that whole lawsuit was bullshit. And all she said was she was abused. He sued her for her saying that he abused her. And then we go through the trial and find out what did he do? Abuse her. But somehow he still wins the lawsuit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. That's because everybody loves Johnny Depp. Okay, that's because Johnny Depp has the halo over him. But I know dirty, grungy white boys like Johnny Depp because I live in New Orleans and they walk around drunk all the time. And then you start to find out creepy shit like him buying art from John Wayne Gacy. What is happening? I don't know why I ever liked you. Tyrese is another one. When I tell y'all, before y'all niggas got on the internet and started talking to us, before y'all got on the internet and started talking to us, before we found out who y'all really were, Tyrese is one of them. Oh my God. All right. Well, we found Trey Songz, Chris Brown, Jaleel White, Keanu too. When did Keanu get it? Oh my God. Keanu, Terrence Howard. It's so you could name them. You could name them. It's so many of them. It doesn't make any sense, my guy. It doesn't make any sense. Where do I want to go next? Okay, just let's go into white people's news for a second. It's not really white people's news, but anything politics, I'm gonna refer to it as white people's news because that's basically y'all's theater. That's y'all's blog. The shit that's going on in government right now, they're getting the same feeling off that we get from celebrities on the blogs. Okay. So Brian McKnight, girl, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Listen, that's the Denzel is one of the only ones that we won't accept anything about. But then we find out that he might not have been that great. He was an alcoholic at some point. But you know what? I don't even care. As long as you're a nice alcoholic, that's all I care about. Shamar Moore. Oh my God, why you bring up Shamar? I still kind of like Shamar. I still kind of like Shamar. That's because I like him on them fucking TV shows and shit. But anytime they show one of them old clips of him on Soul Train, like, he just be humping. It's hilarious. That's why I was like, which y'all? I said, what did Keanu do? Because I feel like Keanu has always come through like a good mushroom taking, chill ass white boy that gives his checks to charity and shit. Well, what did Keanu do? I don't know. Will. Will has been disappointing me in the latter years. Black guy from Malik Yoba. Y'all, I found out this week. Do y'all watch the soap opera? Do y'all watch the soap opera? Behind the Gates? I love Behind the Gates, y'all. I love it. Okay, so Leslie from Behind the Gates, do y'all know her and Malik Yoba have a daughter together? I was just like, wow, that's crazy. That's like when we found out that the dude that played Blue on the Temptations, that's when we found, and I'm always messing up his name, but Omar something, I forgot something. But him and Golden Brooks have a child together. Like whenever we find out that certain actors have children together and we ain't never seen them nowhere together before. Yes, I was just like, oh my God. Yeah, Beyond the Gates is good. Oh yeah, like we used to like Dwayne Martin back in the 90s. My God, today. Listen, Khalil Kane, what Khalil did? Brad Pitt is another one. Child, we could do this forever. Don't get me started on Maxwell. DB Woodside, thank you. DB Woodside. Finding out that Leslie and child Malik Yoba, finding out that they have a child is like finding out that DB Woodside and Golden Brooks had a child together. It was like, what? No, I love me some DB Woodside. I've loved him ever since he played in The Temptations back in the day. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, no, I hope that's not true. I hope that Keanu is not a Zionist. I hope that's not true. But let's get into it. So I wanted to play this clip because I feel like even though I appreciate Kamala Harris cursing folks out, it would have been way more like prevalent if you had done it prior. Like, I feel like she should have threw everything at the wall. And I think now she realizing that. And so now she want to come to us with this energy. And I feel like I wish she would have had this energy before Donald Trump won the election. Because I wonder, even though I feel like they stole the election from her, I do wonder if it would have changed some people's minds on her. Because people are still saying that she wouldn't have been a good choice. And I don't understand why. I also don't think they like I don't know. Like I just really don't understand how y'all think that Kamala would have did a bad job. Like I just don't get that. First of all, this is a black woman, biracial, whatever. But this is somebody with a black parent. That put, and then the other side is Indian. Oh yeah. No. This lady is impressive all on her own. Like I don't know how y'all think somebody can fuck their way through law school. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. So yeah, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me, especially because we always knew the invalid that Donald Trump is. So that's why I just always felt like the younger, more competent, more educated person would always be the better option. I don't know why people feel like she still wouldn't have been a better option, even though the world is going to shit, and it wouldn't have been going to shit to this rate. Had she been put in office, I don't get it. I'm not going to try to understand it. But I do know that she could have done more to curse some of you motherfuckers out ahead of time. She was doing respectability politics in a way that I feel like should have been thrown out the window when she came into this election at the last minute. And she also should have threw Joe Biden under the bus beforehand.
Fucking kidding me. This guy wants to create a ballroom for his rich friends while completely turning a blind eye to the fact that babies are going to starve when the SNAP benefits end in just hours from now. Come on. So what? I'm not going to be distracted by, does the guy have a big fucking hammer? What about those babies?
Right.
Are you fucking kidding me? This guy.
He been cursing everybody out lately. I wish she would have been talking like this at the beginning. And I know it's not her fault because black people, any type of immigrant, you've been raised, black people and immigrants, like you've been raised to follow respectability politics because you feel like that's the only way you're going to be respected and get ahead. And she's older. So I really wish that she would have just threw that shit out there and let it be what it was. Yeah, somebody said Lorenz Tate. But yeah, I just, girl, I don't know what anybody's doing, but I did see that the Senate voted to stop the tariffs. So I was like, okay, so, while they're just doing shit, y'all gonna keep voting on stuff? Why y'all can't just start doing shit? I don't get it. Like, I'm kind of annoyed. Like, I want the Democrats to just start doing shit. Like, just start doing shit. Oh, they said we can't release the funds. Somebody get in there and release the funds. Like, just have somebody go do it. I feel like y'all make it seem like it's so red tapey and all of that. Oh, we got to vote. They don't care about none of that. They do whatever the fuck they want to do. So I feel like y'all should be doing whatever the fuck y'all want to do right back. Go give people to go. Listen, you can't tell me it's not a button. You can't tell me it's not a button on the computer to send out them motherfucking SNAP benefits, bitch. You can't tell me that. Y'all can hack everything, but shit that's gonna help somebody. Bing, like, we don't care. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Because how you got money to rebuild a whole area of the White House, the fucking east wing of the White House? You got money for that, but you don't have money to feed the people that are on SNAP benefits? Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Well, hold up. Let's do it. Why not?
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
Well, Diddy got his request granted. He was transferred to FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey to serve his prison sentence. Yes, this is definitely about to be a cakewalk. It's going to be very easy for him. But I heard that he probably won't be getting out of jail as soon as we thought, but I don't know because he still plans to go to Fort Dix so that he can go through certain programs for drugs. Like if you go through certain programs, they're going to take time off your sentence. So I think that's why originally, not just because it's a Fort of Dix, but also because he's going to be able to, get out sooner for good behavior. Also, he can get out and do it all over again. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so while we talking about niggas that, are problematic, Gervonta Davis sued for allegedly attacking, choking, and kidnapping ex-girlfriend at Miami club just weeks before Jake Paul exhibition. Gervonta is in trouble yet again to the shock of absolutely nobody. 2 weeks before the Jake Paul exhibition, this time he's accused of attacking, choking, kidnapping his ex-girlfriend in an alleged October 27th incident. So motherfucker, 3 days ago? 4 days ago? Okay. Gervonta is facing a new civil lawsuit filed by ex-girlfriend Courtney Russell in Miami-Dade County, accusing him of a violent attack at Tootsie's Cabaret in Miami on October 27th. The suit claims Davis stormed into the Gentleman's Club where Russell worked as a VIP cocktail server and allegedly attacked her in a back room without cameras before dragging her through a stairwell, kitchen, and out of the club to the parking garage where he continued assaulting her. My God, on today. And nobody helped. Nobody helped. There's no security at the club. All you niggas just bitched up. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Russell says that, all of this, protecting these niggas is doing. Russell says that she being paid to protect is still not doing it. Russell says that she was in a 5-month relationship with Davis before the incident and describes it as part of a pattern of abuse. Yes, we often tell y'all that boxers are abusive. We often tell y'all that. And this is just based off of a few boxers. Okay. Tyson, Mayweather. I'm sure there are some other ones out there. This nigga Gervonta. Yeah, it's a lot of them that seemingly don't know how to handle their issues without getting physical, and also that have had a lot of head damage, so they really don't have the ability to sit and calm down and take a deep breath without, putting their hands on people and shit. Either way, she said that this is a part of a pattern of abuse. According to the complaint, there were at least 4 previous incidents in which Davis physically assaulted and choked her. On 2 occasions, Russell alleges Davis threatened to kill her. One alleged incident occurred on September 2nd when Davis reportedly threatened to harm Russell for not answering his calls and texts. Another happened on September 23rd when he allegedly accused her of infidelity, sent her a message saying, "I'll kill you," and later that same day choked her in public at Playa Miami, a restaurant in the Lincoln Road district. Sound like this girl can't go nowhere without him coming and attacking her. The lawsuit also claims that after the October 27 attack, Davis texts Russell, "I'm on my way to your house," which she interpreted as him attempting to continue the assault. Russell says that she now suffers from PTSD, anxiety, and severe emotional distress. I can understand, and is living with others out of fear for her safety. I mean, if somebody could just come to your fucking job and beat the shit out of you and nobody helps, and there are literally bouncers and security in the building and nobody helps, I can see why you would feel that way. As of now, no criminal charges have been filed against Davis in connection with this case. The allegations come just weeks before his highly anticipated exhibition fight against Jake Paul, scheduled to stream on Netflix. I wonder why she did not go and get, because I don't dispute anything she says, because it sounds like it's a lot of shit that happened and there were people around to say what happened. Now, why she hasn't filed a case on him, I don't know. Like, if he beating your ass, you can go into the police station and be like, "This nigga did this shit to me." They know he has a record. They will probably arrest him. But yeah, I can see how she's scared to go to the police. I can see that. As of now, no criminal charges have been filed against him. The allegations come just weeks before his highly anticipated exhibition fight against Jake Paul, scheduled to stream on Netflix. Yeah, she definitely needs to go ahead and file a suit, because you need to give me some of that money. They need to stop dropping the charges. He needs to be reprimanded. Like, but you know what? I don't know. about the women dropping the charges, because at this point, it's not really up to the women. The women can drop the charges, but it's up to the district attorney. A woman can drop the charges and they still decide to, charge him because he is a threat to the general public when you do stuff like this. So sometimes it's not just about the victim that he did it to. It's about the fact that he's acting like this out in public, meaning he'll do it to anybody. It's a menace to society. Lock this nigga up. I don't know what y'all think needs to happen to men like Gervonta Davis that beat up on everybody, beating up on people in and out of the damn ring. This is ridiculous. And then a woman at that. Like, I really don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't know. Sounds like he was tripping because something is wrong with him. I don't think it takes much. Whatever job she had, I'm sure she had that job before she got with him. They was only dating for 5 months. Sounds like whenever he wants somebody, and I'm like, a woman doesn't even have to be in a relationship with a man like that for them to act this crazy over you. That's why a lot of times, girl, the parameters I have put up against other people to protect myself, because if I'm too nice, if I smile too much, if I'm too cordial, you're going to think that's if I look you in your eye, you're going to think that's an invitation for you to come and talk to me and shit. Like, and understand how just that entitlement can lead to men feeling like they own you in relationships. Y'all fucked and went on one date. Now he acting like you my girlfriend. You remember when Lil Duval made that joke about how he bought a girl one drink and now she was his fucking girlfriend, and it was very much given he was going to abuse her if she did not act like she was his fucking girlfriend? Yeah. Sound like she ignored him. He still, he pulled up on her at her job. My God. It's not about her working there. That's not what it's about. She probably wasn't answering him. He wants access to her. He's a nut. Let's talk about some other nuts. Y'all, the favorite evil Bopsy twins are at it. NLE the Great, also known as NLE Chopper, is dissing NBA YoungBoy. Accuses him of poisoning the youth and having niggas beating bitches, thinking that it's cute. I mean, probably.
Nigga, you poison the youth, nothing positive to do.
Oh, shit. I don't trust NLE that much neither, because that nigga get me crazy too. But I do like the messaging, and I do feel like somebody need to do it, or somebody need to say it. Like his connection to the youth is very strong, and I feel like it's not a good connection. Like, I know he's an artist and people love his music, so that makes y'all like feel like these niggas aren't like the weirdos that they actually are, like the unsafe people that they actually are. This video made no sense. It didn't. I can't play the music. I see in 1 minute, in 1 minute we making fun. Why is it Thriller? Is it because it's Halloween? This looks like, it community shit. This him doing drugs. Somebody it's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of images. It's a lot of taken from other videos and shit.
You don't want who can lash out. Fuck benefit of doubt. We all trying to make it out. Try to piece it up.
Oh, okay. He sampled. Hit him up. That's why I fucked your bitch, fat motherfucker. Oh yeah, and if you remember that video, it had like like these things going on where they were like in a space, but they would have people acting out parts. Like it's kind of, it looks like, yeah, it was giving Pac vibes as well. I don't know why y'all saying it didn't make sense. Look like it makes sense to me.
Just a nigga with emotion, a breastfed bitch. Your aura give me the ick.
I don't know. Nigga say your aura give me the ick. That's a line.
Clean up on the outright, nigga. If you cross.
Oh, he got a lot of samples in that motherfucker. I know that's right. Nigga said right message, wrong message. That's what I'm saying. I feel like, ain't this nigga fucked up too? Like he looked crazy and like here. He looks crazy in here to me. Like this nigga remind me of on Jason's lyric when Bakeem Woodbine, played the crazy brother. That's what he remind me of. I love NLE, but certain things he does, he having me on the fence low key. Not you, Rockets. I mean, it's a good beat. I don't listen to these niggas. That don't mean I'm hating on them. I just feel like energetically they not on my frequency, and I don't want to subject myself to that. That's for who it's for. He shot at his BM. That makes sense. Wait, what's wrong with NLE? NLE drove his baby mama crazy. He looked like he'll drive a bitch crazy, like with a concentrated, smooth effort. Ladies, you have to be able to detect a man as a goddamn fool. It's very important to identify a man who will turn into a werewolf of London on your black ass. Okay? Don't give him your DMs. Listen, it was him not having a proper feeding schedule for his child for me. Wow. NLE think he has rebranded enough for us to forget that he beat his BM. Yeah, no, he hasn't. He hasn't. I mean, is it lying though? I don't think so. But NLE, you wanted to be like YB when you was coming up. So I don't know. What you mean when they was coming up? Are these niggas that different? Like, do they have an age difference? Like, why y'all acting like these niggas not like, close to the same age? I stand with NLE Chopper. He has a great point. Young boy makes music for SA kids with behavioral issues. Listen. That's what I'm saying. Like, he definitely makes music for the kids that want to rage. And I don't think that's like good. I just don't. I don't think it's good to be having a negative effect on kids. They're at a very strong developmental point in their life. And the music that they listen to, it's a lot. NBA Youngboy's mother, Sharonda Golden, comes for NLE Chopper after his new diss track. I'd be upset if this came from someone who isn't in the closet. Girl, if he in the closet, why do y'all always bring up gay shit? Like, you know why y'all bring up gay shit? Because y'all hoes be gay. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for another? These hoes is gay. I thought you knew these hoes are gay. What the fuck you thought? That's why they're miserable. They're gay and don't want to be. They're miserable and gay and they don't want to be. They don't want to be gay. A lot of these older women, gay as fuck. They don't want to be though. I would be upset if this was coming from someone who matters, like someone people actually listen, like someone who is not in the closet, right? How are you gonna hate from outside the arena? You can't even fill one up. That's literally a reason to hate, ma'am. Shit don't be making sense when y'all try. Like, how you gonna hate from outside the club? You can't even get in. That was funny and all of that when Chris Brown said it, but that's the reason to hate because you can't get in. Duh. Oh my God. Anyway. But yeah, so his mama was mad about this. My God, on today. Is that the cover art? Yeah. This nigga's energy is dark too. Like, but yeah, speaking of these hoes being gay, and to me, Carlisa is an example. She's an archetype of the angry, bitter woman that raises these fucked up ass kids. Yeah, like you're gay. And whenever I tell y'all that people are miserable, these like nasty attitude having, women, the reason why is because they are gay and they don't want to be gay and they're angry about it. And I tell y'all this and y'all say I'm tripping and y'all say I just want everybody to be gay when I promise you I do not want y'all to be gay. I want you to be with the niggas you deserve. Okay. But this is what Carlisa said.
Lesbian before or bisexual? Okay, because she's bisexual. So maybe that was your connection.
I've been delivered from that. Did my hair today and she had her titties all out. I had to pray and everything. Yeah, I'm born again.
Wait, so what does that mean? You prayed the gay away?
I just have to, you know what I'm saying? I not prayed it away. I walked away from something that I didn't feel.
Were you in a relationship with a woman?
Yeah.
For how long?
She in here.
She's in where?
In the waiting room. She's my best friend.
Wait a minute.
She in the waiting room. You got there.
Hold on. Your husband's in the waiting room. In the guest room.
Shit, why you tell me that?
Wait, your husband's in the guest room with your ex-girlfriend?
Yeah. She gonna be mad I told y'all that. Don't do that.
Have the three of y'all had sex together?
No.
Because she's strictly CLIQUE.
She born again too.
Oh, so she's not gay anymore?
No, she's married too.
To a man?
Yes.
Who the is delivering y'all?
That same Pastor Krishan.
Were you a lesbian before or bisexual?
Sorry. Vape pens are terrible. So yeah, somebody said, "Who is this lady?" Now let me tell you something, LA lover. I see you in these comments enough. You know who the hell this is. Why is you in these comments acting like you don't know who this is? You be in my lives enough. We've talked about these people enough at this point for them to have no real relevancy, but for us to know who they are. Okay? And I use her, as an archetype because she reminds me of a lot of the very like mean girl, miserable Black women that I believe are down low and secretly want to munch on women, but feel like, God would not be pleased with them. So they're living their lives in a way that they go through a cycle of guilt and shame about being attracted to women. So yeah, every time I find more evidence to support my claim, I'll bring it up here. Because a lot of y'all, took something that I felt like shouldn't have even been taken that seriously, and y'all take it very seriously. I have gotten long emails from women that I've had to block. I have gotten comments from women, paragraphs in my comments, girl. They will be up here and know I didn't see it. So they'll come to my Instagram and post on just a random post because they want me to know that they really don't like that I keep calling people gay. And to me, a lot of times miserable people, and there are a lot of miserable people walking around, are suppressing their sexuality because they feel like it is not right. And that is based on the idea that being gay or liking the same gender or liking the same sex is wrong. And I don't agree with that. I think it's a variable, just like everything else in nature. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And I don't think you can prove that there's anything wrong with it. It's just based on your feelings. And in this situation, your feelings don't matter. Yeah, I'm going to call homophobic or weird ass people gay. I am. And I just want everybody to get over it. At some point, everybody will be gay. And then y'all can all just stop thinking it's a big deal. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think that'll happen, but I know y'all get so upset by the concept of, oh my God, everybody being gay. What's going to happen to us? Child, I don't know, but it's not that great now. It's not that great now, girl. I don't know. It's not that great now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, even gay women still like penetration. And sometimes they like real penetration. That's why these gay hoes is married to men. Men are less emotional, easier to deal with, easier to manage than a woman's emotions sometimes. And they pick up heavy shit. You do think a lot of people are gay, Bondi. Adrian, a lot of people are gay. Why do y'all say it as if I'm making it up when we talk about it? I'm literally like coming to you with a story about another person that fits the archetype that is telling you what they're on. And then I say it and y'all like, but Bondi, you do think everybody. And I'm like, and everybody be gay. Everybody do be gay. Everybody do be gay. My gaydar has been strong since I was a child. And then specifically in high school. When I tell y'all every bitch that I ever said was gonna be gay is gay. And I mean gay. You know what I'm saying? Bitches with bald fades. Okay? Like all kind of gay shit. Okay? Just gay. And y'all know it's Halloween. So all you fake ass straight hoes will be out there being really, touchy-feely with your friends. Okay? So since we was talking about Carlisa, Krishan Rock opens up about her new partner. Y'all keep saying he's 18, he's 20. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nobody should be in a relationship with you, and you shouldn't be in a relationship with anybody.
Just the music right now?
Yeah, and then I got this. I don't know. I've been trying to keep this relationship that I do have private.
Oh, you in a relationship right now?
Yeah.
With who? Are you able to say with who?
Yeah. His name 3.
His name, what is it? 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, his name, I don't want to say his name, but
well, no, that's fine. But he go by 3.
Yeah.
How long y'all been together?
Huh?
How long y'all been together?
We made it official probably like the day I met him. I ain't going to.
How long has that been?
I gotta look at my camera.
Okay.
Y'all want to know for real?
We didn't know if it was official or not.
I wish people would stop acting like these hoes ain't slow. Like, I wish y'all would stop making these people famous. And I know I'm not helping by talking about it. I know. I'm a part of the problem. I wouldn't be outside her fucking car though. I talk about what's on the blogs. I wouldn't, if I was a blog, I probably wouldn't report on her. Okay? Like, I wouldn't have gave a fuck about her and this little boy that she in this relationship with. And she just broke up with that other dude 5 minutes ago. Now there's somebody else that she's going to be putting all of her attention on when she need to be worrying about that fucking baby. Raggedy ass bitch. I'm sorry I don't like the little girl. And I don't like the way y'all baby and infantilize her. Yeah, something wrong with her. But at the same time, y'all need to stop acting like her behavior is fine. And that all she needs is a little prayer and some therapy. No.
You raggedy bitch.
That's how I see it. Okay? Raggedy bitch. Now let's move on, you guys. It's a lot more going on. So I did want to touch on this. So y'all remember that one guy?
So like,
Yeah,
and I do like last year, I was trying to throw my daughter like a slumber party, and once again, no woman lives in the household. It's just me and my daughter, and like I communicated with one of the mothers, like just to see if she can get the ball rolling because she know a bunch of more mothers and whatnot. And then I asked, do she feel comfortable having? And as I was talking, she straight up interrupted me. No, I don't feel comfortable with that at all. And like I said, because I'm a man, and she was honest, and I respect her honesty. She was like, yes. And I'm like, that really made me really do that. Really.
Okay. So this man came to us and we all thought something was wrong. Where more things have come out about him. First of all, I saw him on a live. One of the guys that I follow on TikTok, he was on his live, and I just so happened to come in there, bitch, when he was talking to him. And I came in there right at the moment where it comes out, and he says that he's not gay, but he is attracted to men. Bitch, when I tell you me and everybody in the panel, everybody in the chat, we passing out, falling out all over the place because it was kind of like a vibe that we was getting. And this is what I get. A lot of times, because we're in this environment now where women can express how they feel about men, women can express that they feel unsafe around men, that they don't trust men. Like before, I think when we were growing up, women couldn't really voice how uncomfortable they felt around men and how men make them feel. Now, all of the men have to now deal with women overall telling each other, hey, don't trust these niggas. They will try to use you. They don't like that we have now started to say this shit out loud to other women, and we're comparing stories. And now the women have this energy of, no, we know who y'all niggas are, and y'all now have to either prove something or get the fuck out of our face. They hate that shit, especially men that still want access to women. This nigga is gay, but he don't want to be gay because he wants access to women. You know why? Because access to women is access to labor. Because let me tell you, when I saw him take a picture of his ass to send to somebody or post somewhere, I was like, the nigga's gay. Because straight men don't take pictures of their asses. They take pictures of their dicks. Just, you know. A straight man has no care whatsoever for what his gluteus maximus muscles look like. That's not what they sending to you, bitch. That's not. It's all frontal. So yeah, I was just kind of like, no. And then it said that domestic abuse, battery, child endangerment, false imprisonment. Sleepover dad has a criminal past.
I'm sorry. Say what now?
I like Frankie too. I like Frankie.
He did what? A man that sent his to you unprovoked is on the internet crying because a bunch of parents won't allow his their daughters, to come to his house for a sleepover. You know, people really do need to be wary about the things that they post on the internet, because now I'm seeing a lot of other things about him. They dug up charges about him again, about child abuse. They're saying that he's a porn star and that he's all over X, formerly known as Twitter, looking like this. Now, I'm not going to go investigate that because I do not want to see that. But sir, you're running around on the streets of the internet, not even conducting yourself in a manner of which, I'm sorry, say what now? Who cares about the safety of their child would allow them to go. Listen, I'm the type of person, I don't need you to be convicted. As far as my children's safety is concerned, the fact that there was even a report file, he's like, oh, it was lowered. I don't give a damn. Someone put on paper for the court of law to see that you put a child in harm's way. Now, why the hell would I send my child over there? And now you're sending unsolicited eggplant pictures to women? Absolutely.
And booty pictures to who else?
And I do understand.
And then he used this, I think, as a ploy to get, because men like to make themselves victims. I don't know if y'all pay attention. They will weaponize their emotions. And this is the reason why people be like, they don't like no crying ass nigga. It's not because you don't want your man to like express emotion when he needs to express emotion. Okay? Because I'm a firm believer. Nigga, if you gotta cry, cry. Don't be doing all of that. I know what it's like when you be trying to hold a cry. Don't hold a cry, nigga, cry. Okay? But don't you make a habit of trying to use your tears to manipulate me. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. You really can't even manipulate me with tears. Not for real. And not in the long run. I'm always going to pay attention to how your words and your actions line up. That's just me. Okay? But he was trying to create a victim out of himself. Then he weaponized his own assault. But it was like he was making women the problem. You're mad at women because they won't trust you with their children. And I know this is a problem because people that understand boundaries and respect boundaries, people who aren't predators, as soon as they understand that somebody feels uncomfortable, hold up. Because I've told y'all before, as somebody has been accused of shit, you do not like, if you are not a predatory person and that's not what you on, that feels like terrible. Like it feels terrible. Like I'm telling y'all, I have this conversation with my husband all the time. I didn't realize how traumatized I was from that situation. Like it was something that came up too when I this last trip when we went to Bali and we had an exercise and me and Sharice had, were partnered, and shout out to Sharice, she might be in the comments. But we had this, exercise, and we have to stand close and then talk about how it felt comfortable or uncomfortable to be in somebody's space. And it is so uncomfortable for me to be in somebody's space if I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that's about. But even though I knew she was, as long as I knew she was okay, but it was like as I was walking forward, I wasn't walking forward like just walking forward. I was walking forward with like a lot of trepidation. Like I didn't know if this was okay. So because I know how I feel in my body at the idea of making somebody feel physically uncomfortable in a way, I know that when y'all ignore that somebody tells you that they're not comfortable with something, when you try to make an issue with them feeling uncomfortable, it is because you want to try to argue them out of protecting themselves. You want to argue them out of protecting themselves. So his whole thing was feel sorry for me. And then we find out all of this crazy shit about you. Because you want to be a victim and you want access to people's children. Yeah, I think the fuck not. I just, lessons, understand People, if you really respect people boundaries, you don't do all that. Let's talk about Masika, y'all. Masika's husband has passed away in a car crash. I think he was in one of them Tesla trucks. I don't know why, but whenever I see somebody like in a Tesla truck, I get so aggravated. I just be like, word, you're in that. Because I found out they're not good cars. Like, they're not good cars. Y'all have them as status symbols. And then apparently they're made terribly. So, you get killed easier in them. They're like fire traps or some shit. But yeah, I thought she wasn't with this man anymore. But reality star and singer Masika Kalia is speaking from the depths of her pain after losing her husband Jamar Champ in a devastating car crash earlier this week. In a new Instagram story post, Masika poured her heart out, revealing just how heavy her grief has become as she prepares to lay her husband to rest. Okay. I've never felt pain like this. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. I feel like I lost my right leg, but I still have to walk as if nothing has changed. Our daughters are devastated and confused. Our lives will never be the same. As I prepare to bury my husband, if there's only two things I can leave you with from this tragedy that I know my husband would want. Number one, when you have to bury your spouse, none of the arguments matter. None, not one. The things you are so sure were worth fighting over suddenly mean nothing when the person you love is gone and you actually have to experience life without them. All that's left is love and the time you wish you could get back. It's only been a couple of days. Give it some time. Number two, the only guarantee in life is death. If you die today, do you 100% know you would go to heaven? If the answer is no, or you're not sure, I need you to stop everything right. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in heaven. None of that never made sense to me. You think you're going to die and go somewhere that's going to be a place where all the dead people who did good shit are? Yeah, that's your thing? Okay. I don't know what's after this, but I believe in reincarnation. To me, it only makes sense that we keep coming back. Souls keep regenerating. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense in my mind. It doesn't make sense that we're going to go to a rich place in the sky and be there. Like, they don't make no sense to me. I'm sorry. And also, I think that's a lie. Like, I think heaven was a lie that was told to people so that they would work for other people to have their heaven on earth. Like, I think white people told black people that so that they could steal your land, have heaven on your land, while you be a servant in their heaven. So I don't believe in that. I don't think there's a heaven or hell. And I think whenever people say it like this, it annoys me because I feel like I know what I think and what I feel, but I don't know if it's actually true because, even though I'm sure I've died before, I can't actually tell you right now if that's the case. Like, spiritually, I do feel like we reincarnate, y'all. But I'm never going to say for a fact that I know that this is what's going to happen. It's just what I feel very strongly, right? But when people talk about people going to heaven and all of that, I automatically go into, now, girl, what? I don't know. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I wish there was a hell to put people in. I do, but I don't have one, and I don't know for sure. So when people say shit like this, and especially when it's about somebody else, I'm talking about with me personally, I believe we reincarnate. You don't have to believe that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to believe that. That I don't care whether you believe that or not. That's what I think, right? But when people say, if the answer is no, if you don't think you will go to heaven, then you need to stop everything right this second and ask God to forgive you of your sins. Say this out loud. Yeah. And I think that, what is that? A spiritual bypass so that all of the fucked up things you did in life no longer matter because you're asking for forgiveness of your sins? Yeah, I don't think life works like that, y'all. I don't. I think that's something that's sold to people so that they won't have to do the work themselves. Because in real life, y'all don't even know how to actually be sorry because of the way y'all think about the forgiveness of sins. God forgive me, so that's all that matters. No, the person that you wronged, is very important to not only be sorry, but showcase change behavior and make amends for what you've done wrong. You have to make amends with people when you've done shit wrong. And the idea that you can just ask the air, you can just ask the fucking air to forgive you for what you did to another person. Yeah, y'all, I'm sorry. I can't get jiggy with that shit. It sounds like a way to not have to truly do any work in this life. That's what it sounds like to me. Talking about say this out loud. Bitch, you say it out loud. I don't have to say that out loud. I didn't do it. I ain't sin. Not today. Shit. Anyway, I've done it my way long enough. Jesus, I know you died for me and rose again. I am asking you to come into my heart, forgive me, save me, make me new in Jesus' name. Amen. Girl, if you think that's gonna work, because you've been singing this song for a long time. So if you think this gonna work, girl, and you know she grieving. Girl, believe what you gotta believe. The only thing that gives me any bit of solace is that I know my husband is with the Lord. Jamar has such a burning passion for Christ. I know I will see him again with my Lord and Savior. Did he have a burning passion for Christ? Did he? I just want to see something right quick. I just want to see something. That's all. Okay. Are there any stories about them from before a couple of days ago? Let's see. Right now, it's all from his passing. Okay, let's see. So they got engaged 2020, welcomed their daughter in 2022. What else? Let's see. Yeah, there aren't a lot of stories about them, about their relationship. I know she used to be running her mouth though. I just wanted to see if there were any stories about them. I don't trust these niggas no way. So it don't really matter if there are any stories on the internet. I feel like the fact that y'all were estranged says a lot. Why were y'all estranged? And what do you mean like a deep passion for Christ? What does that mean? Let's see. Okay. I found a story. Love and Hip Hop star Masika Kalia is not backing down from her plans to render her marriage to Jamar Champ invalid. According to court documents obtained by The Blast, the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood star recently slammed her former beau with fraud claims, citing it as the reason for their annulment. She also requested sole custody of the couple's daughter alongside other demands that showed her willingness to end all ties to Champ. In the petition to end marriage, Kalasia, whatever the fuck her last name is, ticked the fraud box under the reason for nullity of her marriage. This was an unexpected choice, as most celebrities typically choose irreconcilable differences. Nonetheless, her actions painted a picture of something severe happening behind the scenes. The TV personality went on to request that the court terminate its ability to award spousal support. As for the duo's daughter, Amari, she asked for sole legal and physical custody of their child while granting her ex-husband visitation rights. However, his ability to access Amari came with several restrictions. The mother of two requested both parties attend child custody mediation or court-recommended child custody counseling. Additionally, she requested supervised visitation for her former beau, noting she had parenting concerns, but did not specify the problem. Her worries continued with her checking the child abduction prevention box and asking the court to ensure Champ could not travel with her daughter without their permission. So you were scared that nigga was going to take your baby and run. Love the Lord, though. Let's see. The nullification process differed from a typical divorce, as this meant she was asking for her marriage to be considered invalid from the start, meaning that you don't even want to be considered to have been being married to this man at some point. The pair's relationship has been a roller coaster ride from the beginning, with the duo getting engaged 4 months after they began dating. Shortly after their engagement, rumors claim Kalisha had ended their romance, but Champ refuted these claims. As stated, the former couple share a daughter, Amari, while the TV personality has another daughter from a previous relationship y'all know with Fetty Wap. The hip hop star is currently, right, he's incarcerated, but we're working with it, we're working together, blah, blah, blah. Only 100 times, it's a big difference from taking your daughter to Soul Out Arena to see her dad and taking her to an institution. Yeah, case was still ongoing at the time. So I mean, I just feel like I don't like the way people pump fake whenever somebody dies. I still feel like I understand the loss of a person and still feeling that pain. But the way she gets on the internet a lot of the times with, really crass things to say about other people and their situations, I really don't give a fuck that much about, not making this all about sadness and, woe is me, and really making it about you kind of low key judging other people, even in what you said, you were judging other people. And that annoys me with her. You know what I mean? The last time I talked about Masika, she was talking about Celeste Rivers, the little, the 14-year-old girl that they believe, was unalive possibly, while in a relationship with the star David. Okay. Cause but yeah. Oh wait, who needs to be blocked? Um, who needs to be blocked? Um, yeah, just put it in the comments. Let me know who needs to be blocked. Cause I don't really be paying attention to people in the comments doing all that weird shit. But yeah, so Mia. Okay, the next time it comes up, I'll get her out of here because nobody cares. But yeah. So yeah, I just, yeah, we're sorry he passed away in his stupid fucking car. Yes. Feel bad for the kids. Absolutely. That's gonna be a pain that them kids are gonna have to deal with the fact that, well, one of them, the fact that, well, both of them really for different reasons. But both of the kids are gonna have a time at it. But to me, like Masika is one of those women that is going into that point in her life where instead of learning from her issues, she's going to cement them with putting God on top of it. I don't know about y'all, but I know a lot of like older women that as they get older in life and things like this happen and they feel like they're making it through something, they will give all the credence to God and it will reinforce the way they judge other people for not being in accordance with God's rules, the way they feel like, God wants you to be. That annoys me. That annoys me, because I feel like you never really check yourself, but you find time to create a relationship with God based on you living, you still being here, regardless of how you think you was supposed to be dead by now, girl, I guess. Because a lot of women had, oh, God brought me through. I didn't think I was going to get through. Well, you kept waking up every morning, right? So why would you think you wasn't going to make it through, bitch? I feel like it's stuff that people tell themselves. And a lot of the times, what it all comes down to is them never doing the hard work to be actually better to people. But hey, God brought them through it. So now they got God on their side. So now they can be in judgment of everybody else because now they have God on their side because God, woke them up and brought them through whatever fucked up shit. They found a way, bitch. You would. I want y'all to understand something. As long as you keep living, you're going to find your way back to being okay. That's usually how this works. My God on today. Yeah, I believe in God. I just don't believe in the God a lot of other people believe in because I believe they believe in the devil and they don't know that they worshiping the devil. They think it's God. I also think religion is a tool of control and abuse and oppression just in general. So I don't get jiggy with that shit. But no, I do believe that there is something bigger than us, the energy that we come from, what it is to be. I don't think humans really understand what God is for real. I think humans have their concept of it. And humans often only relate to things in human ways. So they lean on their own understanding, even though they say lean not on your own understanding, they lean on their own understanding of things. And then they create all of these isms around it, right? And to me, there are a lot of judgy ass, I never did the work myself women that use God as a way as a weapon against other people. It makes them feel better about themselves, that they can tell another young woman who might have done the same shit they did how wrong she is because God said this, God said that. Yeah, I don't get jiggy with that. I also don't believe that, I need to go through a man in order to get to God. A lot of y'all believe that y'all have to go through Jesus. Y'all have to go through another person or another entity in order to get to God. And I think that's a falsehood. I don't believe that either. I believe in Christ consciousness. I believe if you want to follow the ways that you believe Jesus lived his life, then yeah, that's great. But pedestalizing someone who you once believed was a human being, and putting them like next to God, they don't have to return back down into the ground, into the earth. They don't have to return he didn't even get buried into the earth. He got buried in a tomb. So if he was to rise again, that means he was never buried. He just rose again and then flew up to heaven. And he didn't have to go through the process that everybody has to go through, which is the process of returning to the earth, returning to mother. Yeah. Yeah. I've read too many books, girl. I've read too many books. I've done too much investigating because I've always been very interested in religion. I grew up as Catholic. Okay. I still love my church, girl. I love the people in it. I do not like what it stands for. I do not think male patriarchal gods are real gods. I no. Don't do that in my comments. This is not the place for that. Cause y'all do that and it's I don't like that. Like I don't, Jesus is your best friend. You're delusional. Jesus, you mean? Is there a Jesus that you know? Like, don't do that. Like, I can't stand that. We talking real terms, right? We talking real life terms about religion and God, and y'all come in my fucking comments with y'all make believe language and all of that with the make believe shit. Stop, nigga. You your best friend. Like that's fine. You should be your best friend. Don't do that in my comments. This is not the place for that. I respect everybody, but see how y'all be, oh, Jesus loves you. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't need for a dead nigga to love me. Thank you, though. The only dead nigga I needed to love me is my daddy. Thank you. Got it. I'm not doing that with y'all. You have a right to believe what you believe, and I'm going to believe what I believe. And if you think you're going to come in my comments forcing your religion on me as if I don't know more about your religion than you do, a lot of y'all, yeah, we're not going to do that. Because it annoys me when people like talk to me like I did not grow up in a Catholic. I went to Catholic schools. I grew up in a Catholic church. I went to a Lutheran school. I went to a Methodist church. I got married by a Methodist preacher. So like I don't like that. I respect everybody's religion. You do you, I do me. But my viewpoint on a religion that I used to be a part of is my viewpoint on that. That's why I always say, if you bring yourself back around to Christ consciousness, then I'm fucking with you. Do what you got to do. But don't be in my comments with that fake make-believe shit that y'all tell yourselves so that y'all can use that against other people, especially men. I don't want to see no fucking man in my comments talking to me about Jesus, because the truth of the matter is y'all niggas don't give a fuck about that. Y'all use that to control women. Y'all use that to control women. Stop it. I don't see none of y'all out. I'm not going to say none, but most of y'all out here, y'all are not doing anything to help anybody but yourselves talking that shit about Jesus. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I swear to God, I'm going to get in my bag and I'm going to start talking to everybody real crazy. And y'all know how we don't like when I do that. I'm praying for Masika and her children, specifically her children. But I believe that something is wrong with Masika. I'm going to tell you that. And the truth of the matter is, bitch, I think you glad you still married to him, because I'm sure there was an insurance policy. I hope there was an insurance policy on a nigga in a Tesla. Nah, because she played too much.
I married this man.
Stop fucking playing with me. Stop fucking playing with me. Stop fucking playing with me, bro. Stop acting like I just be up here running my shit and I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. This girl got on fucking camera. Did y'all see that? Tell me y'all saw that.
I annulled this man. And I married this man a second time on the same exact day a year later. Who does that? What gotta be wrong? What gotta be wrong with you to marry the same man twice? And we didn't get it together. We couldn't get it together. We tried. And I hate that it came to this for me to realize how much he tried. You know, that man loved the Lord. He loved me. He loved these girls. And all he wanted to do was be married and be a dad. I married this man. But he did a lot of dumb shit, you know? And he thought he had more time. I thought he had more time. 38. I gotta bury my husband at 38. I wasn't that baby mama, the ex-wife, the wife that didn't want the daddy to take the kids. Come get these kids.
Except for in the paperwork. Except for in the paperwork where she said she needed he needed a supervised visitation because she was worried he was gonna take the baby and run. Bitch, what? I'm just telling y'all right now, the way motherfuckers will have to peel me off the ground if something happened. Yeah, I let me tell y'all. When I tell y'all, I could not, and everybody grieves differently, y'all. This is not like a judgment like that. I'm just saying me personally. Because, I worry about my husband every day that he leaves this house. I worry about him. And it's a thing. The reason why we even talk throughout the day is because I just want to make sure that you're still okay. Like, even if we don't have nothing to talk about, I'm gonna call you throughout the day. You good? You all right? Because I want to make sure you're okay. Because so things can happen. And I have a fear of, things happening because I've had so much loss in my life. So I pray, and I always pray, and I meditated on that a while back and put that out there that he was gonna die in his bed as an old man and no other way. And no other way. And so that's what I hold on to. So please don't misunderstand me, y'all. You know what I mean? Because I know people a lot of the times they like to misunderstand me. And I'm saying this, because I could cry right now just thinking about if something were to happen to Larry. Okay? That's not what this bitch going through right now. Bitch, the way
I'm not about to cry on this motherfucking live, y'all. I'm not about to do this. I'm not about to do this. Shut the absolute entire fuck up. Guess what? This grieving wife gets her hair and makeup done. Okay? That's what he likes.
I don't hate when people ask for privacy. I don't know who said that. Y'all hate when they ask privacy. Listen, this is performative. This is performative, y'all. I don't care. Okay? I just don't like, because I feel like Masika always used her marriage like to make herself seem like she was better than somebody because some stupid ass nigga decided to marry you. She's always kind of been like, I'm better. And women that feel like they have to always be telling the next bitch how they better than them, you're a weird, unhappy bitch. In real life, you're not happy with yourself because you're creating competition even before anybody says anything. Why do you think you're better than everybody? That's weird. It's because you're actually not happy within yourself, and you're assuming they think that you're beneath them. So you have to remind everybody that you're above them. It's weird. But I just want to tell y'all right now, like, I don't think they were in a good place. I think she's playing it up. I don't really care. But I'm gonna call a thing a thing. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna get up here and mince words and act like I think death is the worst thing. Yeah. Everybody will be all right. Might be, Might get a little insurance policy. Everybody, everybody be all right. Sound like you was worried about the nigga being around your kids. So I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah. Gone away from me with this. Let's see. I need to get out of here because I have another video to do today. There's still so much. I'm gonna do one more thing and then I'm gonna get out of here. Let's see. Before I go, what do I want to? Girl, did y'all see that clip? That's what I'll do. I'll do the Braxtons right quick.
Like, it's so funny. Y'all so funny to me. Y'all act like y'all didn't see Jacquees.
I did until I seen him on that video.
Y'all on crack? Y'all dope? Y'all right? I mean, y'all lame.
Wait, that's not what somebody was talking about her popping and shit. There's another video I wanted to play of her. Oh, wait, no, this right here.
Your wedding anniversary to Birdman.
Brian. Everyone calls him
Birdman. Is it weird that we call him Birdman?
A little bit, but people call him that Ostana. I say Brian.
So talk about how meeting him at this stage of your life has felt.
Okay, so first of all, her even sitting there with I call him Brian, like she's got the good little wife hair, right? She's got all of the toned down kind of, the ladylike version of his niggerish over accessorization with the jewelry and the diamonds and everything. Because this whole little neck situation is absolutely giving baby stunner kid. Okay. So then the hair on top of that. And then she's like, oh, he's Brian to me, like creating this illusion that baby is a different person with her than he is with everybody else. Like all of a sudden his words become more coherent once they're in private. It's annoying me.
We've been friends for over 25 years. He used to go to all my shows. He was there for my baby shower.
Oh my God.
That kind of thing.
Y'all were friends? See, I don't believe that. I believe that men view you as valuable and apply pressure until they break you. I don't think Brian is a friend to anybody in that way. Like, you're not showing up if there's nothing to get out of the situation. To me, it sounds like he applied pressure and stayed on top of you until, the moment arose to where you might have needed somebody like him. And now here you are.
Nothing crossed the line. He was my dearest friend. He came to see me when I did Beauty and the Beast, and he got there doing just before intermission. And I'm like, why are you here so late? He's like, well, I thought it was an opening act. Like, it is Broadway. There is no opening act here. So we've been friends for a long time, and a love connection started happening like a couple years ago.
But also, isn't that the way it's supposed to happen? It's like everybody says friendship is supposed to be at the North Star of everything.
Yeah.
We're so happy. And y'all just celebrated your 1 year?
1 year anniversary.
What peas and carrots, but we have seen them have conversations where it seemed like she didn't understand a word this nigga was saying.
Y'all do to celebrate?
We went to my favorite places. What's the name of the hotel? The St. Regis is at Maui.
Yes.
Coast, all the little islands off in North Carolina.
Oh, beautiful. Off of North Carolina.
And South Carolina right there.
Yes.
Right there.
How beautiful.
Near Hilton.
So y'all can stop posting those fake things about divorce. That's her husband, hun. Love this for her. Y'all hoes are so weird. I swear to God. Nobody was posting no fake stories. She actually did file and then decided not to go through with it. Don't do that. Don't act like it was it wasn't a fake story. She changed her mind.
Was it nice? Did y'all enjoy it?
It's really just our getaway spot. Maybe not after today.
But
Also, they were engaged for a very long time. It seemed like they didn't really want to get married. And then one day they get married. And then a month after that, she filed to get a divorce or something like that. Because I told y'all about it. Like a month later. Get the fuck out of here.
Cut that out.
Okay, and you just celebrated your birthday.
Not even a month.
I did. I'm getting old.
And then you.
So to me, this is all a performance, right? This is a performance as far as I'm concerned. I don't think that if Tamar fucked him before, I don't think that Tamar was fucking him now, right? I just think she was doing a lot because she likes all the attention to be on her. That's what I think.
I think that anybody who knows me knows that I'm real G about my friends. I'm real G about my friends, and I don't play about my friendships. The people that are my friends, we're not talking about fair weather ones, we're talking about real friends. There is no Birdman stuff. First of all, I call him Brian. Okay. Brian and I've been. Yeah, I do have to stay prayed up because it's disgusting, the things that are being said.
Right. Because praying is going to help people not see what you did as problematic, right? Not you acting differently, not you not doing all of that, having fun, but having some decorum about yourself, being aware of how things are going to look because you are on a public stage. Like, girl, what? No, pray about it though. See, this is what I be talking about. Because you telling me that you're going to pray about something that really came from the way you acted.
You know, like it never gave hope. It never gave hope.
Well, I think that depends on your definition of a hoe, because I think a lot of y'all don't like being called hoes, but y'all get with men that y'all wouldn't really want to date if they didn't have money. So I don't know, and that's what I believe. I'm sorry, that's what I think is going on. I think that baby and Tony are a financial situation for Tony, and a ego stroke for baby. That's what I think. And I don't really think that anything happened with Tamar, but I do think that Tamar is an attention seeker. I know that they can keep telling us that they've been friends for 20 years and all of that. So y'all been friends since the early 2000s. Congratulations. Remember, Tony dated Vince first. Well, I'm sure Tony's older and Tony had access to these people before Tamar did. So it would make sense that Tony would have dated some of these people first. I don't even really care about them sharing dick. Like, sisters share dick sometimes, from what I understand. I don't know. It happens more often than you would think. I'm not trying to share dick with any of my sisters. I know that. But what I do know is men will fuck you and your sister. They will. Men you are married to will fuck you and your sister. It happens. Tony said that she would advise people to marry for money, not love. Said, yeah. But then don't act like it's not what it is. Don't stand on a pedestal with how you can judge other women, when essentially your relationship is a financial situation as well. It's a transaction. I don't think you should get married for less. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should get married for less. I'm not saying that at all. Not in the Bible days, it was okay. Okay, listen, selling pussy has always been a viable source of income. The church used to be okay. That's why I be like, I don't know why y'all go so hard for church, because church used to have church sanctioned brothels and shit. Like it's always been a thing, girl. It pussy has always been being sold. Men used to sell it before. Now women sell it. Everybody gets uncomfortable. But yes, girl, go look it up. Go look it up how the church stole brothels from other people, and then they started their own brothels. And and there's a connection between the nuns and the brothels as well. Go look it up, girl. History will tell you so much about these people that y'all pedestalize. Because these are the people that created your religion. You don't know who created your religion. I do. Okay. But anyway, I gotta go because I gotta be up here again at 2:30 for Now That We're Grown, Strictly Business. And I can't wait because I feel like that's gonna be a really fun conversation. And it's not gonna be all this deep shit. And it's gonna be about church and all that weird shit. Okay. Biblical Times was hilarious. Okay. Shout out to you for that. Thank you, your fine ass auntie, for the super chat. I don't think Glow is a girl's girl. Remember how she did Saweetie with the FNF remix? You can tell she's kind of male identified as well. Absolutely. Like that's just the way it is. People really step outside of that when they aren't male centered. But anyway, I'm gonna go and quickly get a little something to eat right quick, and then I'll be right back up here for Strictly Business. Now That We're Grown. So come through, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope y'all have a good night. Have a safe night, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Peace out.